You've probably heard, or maybe even experienced yourself, that fiddle leaf figs are finicky, basically impossible to keep alive. But actually, I think they're just misunderstood. If you search YouTube, you'll find a lot of videos that make this way more complicated than it needs to be. And that's fine, but if you're looking for perfection, this isn't the video for you. I'm not a professional gardener, I'm just a normal guy with a busy life, and yet I've found success with these plants because I've realized there's actually only 3 things that really matter. Everything else is just noise. And most people kill their fiddle leaf fig before they even realize it because of step number 1, how they water. The number 1 reason these plants die isn't from lack of trying. It's actually because you try too much. We see a leaf droop or the plant doesn't look happy and we water it. We want to feel like we're doing something to help. But fiddle leaf figs absolutely hate having wet feet. If you water too frequently, the roots suffocate and they rot, so your desire to help is actually what's killing it. You have to restrain yourself. If you feel the urge to water, first dig 1 to 2 inches down, and if you feel any moisture, walk away and wait a few more days until it's dry. But when it is time to water, you need to commit. Don't just sprinkle a cup on top, you need to water deeply. For a pot this size, I'll usually use about a full gallon of water. You want to make sure those bottom roots get a drink as well. To make sure the soil drains properly, I use a cheat code, cactus soil. This soil drains so quickly that it dries out much faster than regular potting soil and actually allows you to water more frequently without risking root rot. For my plants, I'll usually water about every 1.5 to 2 weeks. It's the perfect compromise because it satisfies that urge to take care of your plant, but it acts as a safety net so you don't accidentally love it to death. But water is only half the battle. Now that we've got that under control, let's focus on lighting. Fiddle leaf figs want as much light as you can possibly give them, but it has to be indirect light. You can't have sunshine shining in through a window and hitting the leaves for more than a few minutes. Instead, you just want a very bright room with lots of natural light. You typically don't want to set these in front of a window unless it's a window that doesn't get direct sunshine shining through. Instead, you just want a bright room with lots of natural light and then set it a few feet back from the window. I actually made the mistake of leaving this plant in direct sunlight for a couple of days and it permanently burned the leaves. They'll never recover. And this is where the do less approach really comes into play because once you find a good bright indirect sunlight spot to put your fiddle leaf, don't move it. These plants absolutely hate being moved around. They acclimate to specific temperatures and specific lighting in the room, and moving them around to try to make them happy actually just stresses them out. So pick a good bright indirect sunlight spot in your house and then put your plant there and don't move it. And now that we've got water and lighting taken care of, there's one last step that I use to grow these massive leaves, and that's the blue stuff. This is where people really overcomplicate things with specific schedules and even different ratios for different times of the year. I just use these Miracle-Gro singles because they're already pre-measured and I can just tear this off and dump into a gallon of water and it dissolves really quickly. It's a really low dose, so I don't have to worry about burning the roots of my plant. And my rule is I do it every other time I water. That way my plant gets a consistent, steady stream of nutrients year-round. That consistency is how you end up with leaves this big. You don't need a complicated plan. You're actually rewarded for being more hands-off and keeping it simple. So water deeply, but only once it's dry. Find a bright spot of indirect light and then leave it there. And feed it a little bit every other time. If you do these 3 things, you really can't mess this up.